Okay, so for your angle relations homework, because a lot of you didn't do too well on the 3134 quiz, we're going to go over this week in hopes that whenever you do your retake, you'll do much better. So for the first question, we're supposed to be matching whether these angles are an illustration of supplementary or complementary angles. So whenever the sum of two angles measure 90 degrees, those are going to be complementary. And sorry if you guys hear my kids in the background. I am at home. The sum of two angles that measure 180 are going to be supplementary. For picture C, we clearly have a 90-degree angle. So that's going to be complementary. I'm just going to write comp. For D, those two angles will add up to equal 180 degrees. So they're going to be supplementary. E, we got the measure of 1 and 2 add up to equal 90. So that's complementary. And part F, they add up to equal 180. So of course those are supplementary. For question 2, they wanted us to find the value of x using the picture. Clearly, we have a straight line here. So that must equal, all those angles together must equal 180 degrees. So I would set that up to be 92 plus 78 plus x equals 180. I can combine my like terms. And that will give me, let me pull up my calculator. So I got 92 plus 78, that gives me 170. Plus x equals 180. So 170 plus what equals 180? Well, x would equal 10 because once we subtract 170 from both sides, x equals 10. Same setup for number 3. You just have to look at it closely. We have a box here, so clearly this angle is 90 degrees. So those two angles, 22 and 2x, must add up to equal 90 degrees. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to subtract 22 from both sides. That's going to cancel out here. I'm going to get 2x equals, let's see, what is 90 minus 22? 68. I still need to isolate x, so I'm going to divide 68 by 2. X equals 34. Okay, if I'm going to find the value of 2x, clearly we have a picture of a perpendicular bisector. So if this is 90 degrees, then that 2x has to be set equal to 90 degrees as well. So I'm going to isolate x by dividing by 2 on both sides. X equals 45. Okay, so for question 5, we have a straight line. Two angles together equal that straight line. So I'm going to have to add them together to equal 180 degrees. 3 plus 49 gives me 52. And let's subtract 52 from both sides. And then 180 minus 52 will give me 128. All right, question 6. Angle DGF has a degree measurement of 108 degrees. So this entire thing is 108 degrees. So if I'm going to solve for x, I'm going to have to set it up to be 4x minus 2 plus x equals 108. Well, I can combine my x's. 4x plus x gives me 5x. Drop that 2 down. I need to isolate x. So I'm going to get rid of that 2 first. I'm going to get 5x equals 110. Still need to isolate x. I'm going to do so by dividing. And x will give me 22 degrees. Okay, so for number 7, which equation can be used to solve for W? So let's look at that. And actually, without really even doing any math, I can just look at W's relation to 35. Those are vertical, those are vertical angles. And vertical angles, angles that are directly across from each other, are congruent. So W just equals a 35 degrees based off of the fact that they're vertical angles. All right, question 8. Select all the correct names for the angles below. Okay, I don't see any angle names. So maybe I just need to fix that question or get rid of it for now. So let's just skip number 8. Let's look at number 9. Select all the equations that represent the relationship between the angles shown in the picture below. So I have 2 B's here, and then I have a straight line. So all these angles combined here, B plus 88 plus B, have to equal 180 degrees. So if I combine like terms, my B's add up to be 2B plus 88 equal 180. Well, that's one of our guys right here. Let's isolate and see what B is. So let's subtract 88 from both sides. And I would get 2B equals, let me pull up my calculator.
Mommy.
Wait. 180 minus 88 is going to be 92. So I need to isolate B. some for a little bit further. 92 divided by 2. B is going to equal 46. So let's do the math. Let's see if 46 plus 46 plus 88 equals the 180. Okay, the math is math, and so B equals 46. So B plus 88 equals 180. 46 isn't an option in here, so I guess we just took it an extra step further. And then what else do we have here? B equals 88. Nope, not at all. 2B minus 88 equals 180. Nope, because 2B plus 88 equals 180. B plus B equals 88. Well, let's see what 46 times 2 is. 6 times 2. Nope, that is not correct. And then B plus 88 plus B equals 180. That is correct as well. It's just another way. E and F are the same thing. They're just switched around. Okay, so moving on to question 10. Select the measure of angle Y. So if we look over here at our alternate interior angle, 58 degrees, remember alternate interior angles are congruent. So measure of angle I would by default equal 58 degrees because of the alternate interior angle theorem. And that's all, folks. I hope that helps.